something I want to share with you today, and it has to do with my mentor group.
Well, I'm listening for once. Tell me what you got.
Well, this is a pretty good one. That I had an idea, and you know how when you get incoming emails, if you don't respond quickly, how they go off the page, they disappear?
Oh yeah, I know that infinite inbox syndrome.
Well, I refer to that as the dead man zone, and there's some good emails down there, buried way, way, way down. So
yeah.
Here's the idea I gave my mentor group, and listen to what happened.
Okay.
I said, either the inbox or the outbox, I don't care which one, but go to the bottom. Go scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now, for some of you squared away people, that might be a week's worth of emails. For me, I go back to 2008.
Okay, before you go any further, I've been trying for how long now to tell you to discover folders in email.
Yeah, folders.
The inbox is not a filing system.
Another topic, another day.
Okay.
Maybe for another victim here. But anyway, I say scroll down and then start moving up through your list.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is you're going to see familiar names to you that you either received an email or sent an email to that kind of drifted off of your radar screen over the weeks, months, or even years. And I suggest rekindle that relationship. You already know the person. You've already sent them an email based by your definition of outbox.
Yeah.
And rekindle the information. So one of the women in my mentor group did just that. And she said, I said, how many did you get back? And she said, I got one. And I said, and what happened? Well, they wanted me to start developing a 2-month itinerary around the world.
Whoa, that's one of those dream kind of things.
I mean, 32, you push the button once, it goes out to 32 people, and you get an opportunity for around the world. Now, it may or may not happen, who knows? But and then I told her, I said, out of those 32, you got one very interesting, and I'm betting you that 15 of those 32 never even read that email.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You could send it again, and someone else will raise their hand. And I think that's a pretty good marketing campaign, or gambit, or tactic, whatever you want to call it, that every couple of months, dig down into the list of people you already know that have kind of drifted off the radar screen and try to get them back in sync with a quick hello. It worked for her. It's worked for me. I bet it's worked for you, Nolan.
Well, it has, as a matter of fact. In fact, using that little technique that you just described there, it's a very low-tech way, without fancy databases and all that stuff, to find out very quickly who have I not been in touch with for a long, long time. You just go in there, sort it by date, go to the bottom, there you go. You're going to find out who you haven't been in touch with for a while.
Yep, and further than business, on a personal side, you might want to think about the last time you contacted one of your brothers or sisters, aunts, relatives, whatever, and do the same thing.
You bet. Now, if we had a little more time here, Mike, I'd tell everybody how to create these filter things in Outlook so that any message that comes from Mike Marchev can go right to the spam folder.
Right to the spam folder.
Hey, one more thing before we go here. You mentioned this mentor group like 2 or 3 times, but I bet a lot of our listeners out there don't even know this thing that you're doing, and it's pretty cool. Would you take just a moment to kind of explain that?
Well, what I do is I have people, a handful of people, up to 12 at a time. We join a group. It's a collaboration group that I open up my phone lines, my email box for anything, editing, questions. You come to me for anything, but every 2 weeks, we have a joint call where we all get on the line and we share our successes and our failures, and we learn from each other. So what I'm doing, Nolan, is really kind of facilitating or stimulating this dozen entrepreneurs out there, these 10 or 12 entrepreneurs, and make them get together to think a little bit, and so far, so good.
Hey, that's really cool, and I think a lot of people should sign up for your program because I hear really good things about it. But you know, when I was in high school, I remember learning about mentoring, and it was explained to me as the old guys who know what they're doing showing the young guys who haven't figured it out yet. And boy, oh boy, you got an old guy here who seems to know what he's doing, so you should probably sign up.
Well, I still say I failed more than anybody who's watching this program, so maybe I do have something to share.
Maybe. Well, buddy, we're out of time, but thanks for sharing, because this was some good stuff today.
Well, thanks, Nolan. I'll catch you next time, my friend.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.